Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. It is Bruce Jordan, the Michael Jordan of Hotels. Today we're going to be talking about revenue management mastery, how to control your room inventory.
It was prophesied that another Jordan will be born who will be greater than Michael Jordan, but he won't be the MJ of basketball. He will be the MJ of hotels.
Prophecy fulfilled. This episode was brought to you by the Hotel Revenue Bible, the #1 hotel revenue book that has ever been written. It includes revenue management, digital ads, social media marketing, sales, catering, F&B, and more. Grab your copy today at hotelrevenuebible.com. You know, it's crazy how revenue management works, and rooms, of course, is the main thing we sell, but we have so many different room types. I seen one hotel, they had 20 pages of room types. And I'm not talking about 20 room types. I mean, 20 pages of room types. It gets a little crazy trying to control this inventory, but you got to make the moves. You got to make the shifts, and you got to do what you got to do to make this happen and get this inventory out the door, or should I say in the door? So let's get down to it. Number one, you have to use dummy pricing. Like, what do you talk about? Use dummy pricing. Sometimes you don't want to sell the hotel room, but you want to get the booking. And what I mean by that is that OTAs usually list the lowest price first. All right. So let's say I have a room that's not selling. I may decrease the price of that room just to get the click through, so the guests can see the room that they want. So if I have a room that's about $250 a night that's not selling like hotcakes, I may lower that price to $200 so I can sell the room that's probably $300 a night or $250 a night to get them to click through to see, hey, I don't want this type, but they may have that same room or that same room price inside their listing. So let me go ahead and click on it and see if that room type that I need is available. That's what I mean by use dummy pricing. I don't care about that room because it's not going to sell anyway, and I know the guest doesn't want it, but I need them to be interested in what I have to offer. So I would lower the price in the room that is not selling, that never sells, that nobody wants, and I'm not talking about suites, just to get them to the room that they do want. Number two, check room type demand. Like, how do you check room type demand? I always look at the listings of my competition, especially with the OTAs, because a lot of times if there's very limited inventory, it'll show you how many rooms they have left in that room type. I also look at it to see if there's a lot of inventory, because if there's a lot of inventory inside that listing, it will show you that, hey, everything's available. There's no red number that says only 3 left or only 5 left or only this left, only that left. No. If that number isn't there, that means they usually have a lot left to sell. So that means I got to take that into account when I am setting my prices, because I don't want to set a high price when the whole market has all this available inventory just so I can say, hey, my price matched the market. No, I had to sell rooms. Okay. I got to sell rooms. If I'm full, I want to stay full. If I'm low, I want to get full. I got to sell. So I can't go to sleep with the price that is on the market. All right. I got to get rid of these rooms. So always check the demand for your market segment and your sell market segment, so you can make sure if this makes sense to keep this price this way, or does it make sense to drop the price or increase the price. And number 3 is going to be pricing based on room type demand. We talked a little bit about this in number 2, but number 3 is going to be a little different. If you're a business transient, you know that your single king rooms are going to sell like hotcakes, you know, Monday through Friday or Monday through Wednesday, depending on what's going on. So you know that those rooms are going to sell. But on the weekends, you're going to have those same rooms you couldn't move for the life of you. If you're a vacation resort or maybe someplace close to a beach, you know you're sold out every weekend, all double beds. Okay, you can't keep a double bed, and those kings are going to be the last thing to sell, and you're probably going to have to sell someone a rollaway bed inside that king room just to compensate. Okay. So those are things that you can predict. The hard part is trying to get rid of the excess inventory first. So when your demand is high for a particular room type, you have to push that rate. You have to push the rate. Forget the market. Forget what's going on. A lot of this stuff is just predictable. Now, it also works in reverse. If your demand for that room type isn't that high or is extremely low, you have to dump it. You have to get rid of it, because you're trying to go off a market price is not going to work. So it pretty much goes back to number 2. Focus your rates on the inventory that you want to get rid of first. Price the inventory the lowest that you want to get rid of first, and then get them to click through, and this way they can see the room that they want. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. This is Bruce Jordan, the Michael Jordan Hotel, signing out, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, what's going on? It's Bruce Jordan, the hotel revenue expert. I just want to take a quick second to thank you for watching this video. If you could just do us a big favor and just subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more videos like this, more information, great information about hotels. I'm also the author of the Hotel Revenue Bible. You can get that book on hotelrevenuebible.com. And we are here to answer all your questions. So if you have any questions, just shoot us a quick text at 321-321-2002. That's 321-321-2002. And you can book a revenue call. Go to hotelrevenuecall.com and we can answer any and all your questions. Just make an appointment with me. You'll do one-on-one with me. You'll be able to do one-on-one with me, and we could go ahead and get all your questions answered and see if you have any revenue issues that needs to be resolved. Talk to you soon. Thank you again. Hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you.